A pleasant good morning. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. Today, my name is Marlon Bledman, and today, guys, we're going to show you this awesome unit behind me. This is the next black one we just got in. This is a black 2022 Freightliner M2106 Summit Hauler conversion. And for all those out there, Summit Hauler is a Transwest brand. We've been in existence for since 2006. So we've been out there for a while. So as we build our conversions, we try to, bring out more technology, more comfort, and even the look of that truck as well. I've been posting that unit online for a while, all our Summit haulers, and the reviews I get once I post them, it's amazing. Of course, we have some people out there that just don't like anything, so you will get those trolls out there. But for the majority of people out here looking at our units, the look, the functionality, and of course just everything about the truck appeals to them. So this one just came in last week. We ran it through the shop. One thing we do once we get a brand new unit in, even though it's used or new, we send it through our shop. We make sure there is no leaks. We make sure underneath the vehicle is lubed. We make sure that we add our caps on our tires, as you guys can see right now. Another thing we do is we add those auto balancers both on the front and on the rear of our tires. And again, what those auto balancers does is balances the vehicle while you drive, and of course give you a longer lasting tire. So with having those auto balancers on here, you will have more life on those tires. Another thing we do is we go into the engine. So we open up the hood. We'll check for any leaks. Even though it's a brand new vehicle, guys, we always find leaks sometimes on certain units coming in. So we check that out, make sure everything is in working condition. If some of those liquids are lower than expected, we will top off those liquids, like our radiator fluid, our power steering fluid. We make sure there's no debris and stuff in our fuel filter water separator. And if anything like that comes in, we will change them out. Sometimes if a unit sit down for too long or testing in certain conditions, you'll get some dust and stuff in the filters. We'll change those out. And again, what you guys are looking at right now underneath the hood is the Cummins 8.9 liter L9 turbo diesel engine. It is partnered with the Allison 3200 TRV 6-speed automatic transmission. All our 2022s to 2023s, those run with 360 horsepower and 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. Again, if you come on the other side here, follow me. One thing I like about this particular black truck is the paint job. If you guys could see, you could see the crystals in here. Kind of gives it that pop shine. I don't know, the sun could give it a nice little, yep. You guys could see how it shines really good. And over here, we'll put a compressor on here. We'll kind of send pressure into the radiator, make sure there's no leaks coming out of the radiator fluid. And of course, we'll top off the window washer wiper fluid also. This one does come with an air dryer system. This truck is fully air brakes. So we check the air lines for leaks. We make sure that the air dryer works, make sure the AC works, the heat. And once we go inside, I'll show you some of the stuff we look for as well. Again, this hood is very easy to open and close. As you guys could get a closer look of that handle. Sometimes when it's up, when it's closed, you don't see that, but dead center of the hood, there is that handle to pull it open. And of course, when you're closing it, just a nice little push, and it will slowly close itself. But if you're in a rush, all you guys could do is just give it that extra tug, and it will close. There are 2 tie downs on each side. Feel free to, or make sure you clip those in before heading down the road. You don't want one clip and one unclip. That will cause some friction in the hood and kind of just go out of place. The 22s come with LED headlamps, and of course, as you guys can see, our Summit Hauler grill, designed by the C9 company with the tag right here. Again, this just gives that front end this great look. With the 3-piece bumper, again, if you're in an accident, guys, you could replace either part, whichever one that is damaged. Sometimes you knock a wall or whatever, dent it up, real good. All you guys got to do is just call Freightliner or call Transwest with a VIN, tell them what part you need. They'll pull it up and order that particular part. Down here also is a 3-piece skirt, matches the color of the truck. And at night, I'm just gonna turn on those lights. One of the cool things about this, the amount of LED lights coming across the truck here. Whenever you see those semis at night driving down the road, they tend to put a lot of LED headlamps on the containers as well, or the trailers. So having it on the truck just let people know that you're coming, and of course tells you how long of a vehicle it is. So we have a 197 wheelbase compared to our competition, which is 187 inches. Again, our rear, we have a bigger bed on the rear. Again, gives you more space on the back end. And if we come a little bit closer here, on this particular truck, we did spray bed line that top end of the bed. We do have the option of spraying the bed and of course the headache rack to match. Some people like it this way, some people like the whole thing done. It is an extra option to add that. Also, there is a storage box that is built for this particular truck. Again, it is, if you order the truck today or buy the truck today and you want a storage box, it's typically 6 to 8 weeks for them to build one and send it directly to your house or your shop. So again, it is a 6 to 8 weeks wait time to get those storage boxes. They don't build it in bulk and sell it out. So we build it by order. So if in case you guys do want one, it's very easy to set up. Once it comes in, it's very light. 2 people could handle it, put it on the bed, send it all the way to the back, and you can see there's 2 screws on, or 2 holes on either, 1 hole on either side. They will come with some screws. You kind of tighten those in and hooks up to the back of that headache rack. Again, if you want that, if you have the whole bed spray bed line, you could actually get a toolbox rhino line as well, or spray bed line as well. So that's an option as well. So this one does come with those painted black fenders. Last week I did a black on black, which the front bumpers were actually painted to match the truck. So that's an option as well. Again, there is a wait time to get that ordered if you want to change that chrome to that black. Again, dual tires in the back end. Great storage compartments on either side. It might look a little bit small, but it is pretty decent size. So people out there that know what a box of DEF fluid looks like, you could at least put a good, what do you think, 6 boxes in here or so. Window wiper fluid, you guys know what a bottle looks like. A gallon of that, you know, you could put a whole case in here. So that's just to, you know, show you the amount of space those storage boxes have. And again, with the longer wheelbase that we have and the longer bed comes on the truck, could kind of tell you the amount of storage you could get in here. We got 3 strips on the bed of the truck. Those are tie downs. So we do have those rings that are adjustable that would come with this particular truck. And then we do have tie straps as well that will be sent with the truck as well. So if you put whatever products or bikes or whatever the case may be you want to tow, you can strap them down. Again, it is adjustable. On the bed right here is where the hitch will go. Again, it all depends on what the customer is looking for, gooseneck or 5th wheel. We do have a 5th wheel hitch, which is called a Hensley, which is one of the famous hitches out there right now for those M2s. Those does come with an attachment for a gooseneck. It is sold separately. So if in case you're looking for, you know, having those 2 options, a 5th wheel and a gooseneck, the Hensley would be, you know, a great way to go. And again, with that attachment for a gooseneck, makes it very, very, very efficient. But if in case you just want a gooseneck ball, we can do that as well. So we tend to bring those in without any hitch. So we'll give the customer the option of choosing which hitch he or she wants. Bumper pull, got a nice little step here to go in and out of the bed. Again, that drop in the bed allows you to bring your trailer in without having to lift the trailer too high and then having to sit it down in a hole. Having this trough right here, this allows your trailer to go directly in. And with that, you have a Voyager camera system, a camera right up on the header crack that will give you a perfect view of you coming into your trailer. Again, you could add additional cameras to this system. The Voyager camera system gives you an option of 4 cameras in total. We have one already installed. We've had customers in the past install one right here so they could see the bumper pull. And of course, you have the option of sending a feed all the way to the screen if you want to put a camera on your trailer. As we come around, same 2 storage boxes, same sizes on either side. Our fuel tanks are located, one on each side, 50 gallons on each side. So you have a total of 100 gallons. Those covers are lockable. So you do have keys to unlock and lock those tanks. On the opposite side, on the driver's side, you will find the DEF tank, and that's a 6-gallon DEF tank. So again, like when this came in, the driver who brought it in bought extra DEF fluid, and again, you could store those in there. They will not freeze or anything like that, so feel free to kind of stock up, so if in case you don't want to stop every time for DEF fluid, you have enough storage to put those in there. On the inside, the back bench turns into a bed. Again, we've certified that it is DOT regulated, so it does pass DOT regulations. So this could turn into a bed, and you could stop at any truck stop, take a rest. Again, that's some of the stuff we check in when we get this vehicle. We make sure that it retracts all the way down to a bed and it comes up without any problems. Again, the comfort of those seats, guys, is amazing. All our customers who bought these trucks always compliment us on the seats. The entertainment now, we got speakers on all 4 doors. Again, we do change it out from Kenwood sometimes to Stinger. I'm sorry, to Kenwood. Oh, I forgot the other brand. Of course, we have the Summit Hauler Kika. So we have the Kenwood or the Kika sound speakers. So sometimes we interchange them depending on stock at the time. But either one, you do get good quality sound out of those. We do have a sub underneath the seat. We have our Summit Hauler logo on the doors. All 4 doors will have that. The switch for the bed will be on the opposite side behind the driver. The passenger door, we have 2 switches on the door. Once we go in, we'll give a closer look. One of the switches is for the bed. The other switch is for the window. Each passenger has their own switch for the window, so they can bring it up and down. And then the driver will have full access to all 4 windows in front of him. It does have a nice package that comes in with this truck. You will get a first aid kit. You will get those triangles in case you pull on the side of the road and you want to caution people. So you have those caution signs right here, and you will find this located underneath the back seat. Again, you got first aid kits, you got extra fuses in those bags. You got all the manuals for everything we put in this truck, from the stereo to the trailer brake system. Whatever hitch we will be putting on here, if it's a trailer saver hitch, we'll put the manuals in there to actually show you how to use it. And of course, everything, the stereo, the speakers, the Sirius XM radio, the Voyager camera system, all those manuals will be in that package. So let's jump inside, kind of show you what the front end looks like. And of course, again, for all those tuning in, this is a 2022 Freightliner M2106 Summit Hauler conversion. And I just got news today that we will be getting one of that midnight blue coming in. Not the next truck, but the truck after that. So we actually were able to change that color instead of having the black and whites coming in very often. We did have some requests to kind of change up the colors a bit. So we do have that midnight blue coming in about 2 weeks or so. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, so up here, you guys can see the dash, you know, is nice and curved, giving the driver access to everything. Again, we do have rear AC and heat controls here. Right next to it is the fan controls. It has 3 settings, high, medium, and low. Trailer brake system, there is an on button, and then you have a high and low setting on the engine brake. You'll turn it off when you're not using that. You got your cruise control, there is a switch to turn it on, and then of course you set and accelerate, and then you turn it off when you're not using it. You do have a manual regen button, but the truck does it automatically, so this switch here is only for techs and people who have access to plugging in to this truck and doing a manual regen on that truck. Right next to it is the rear differential lock switch. You do have a rear dump on this truck, and majority of conversions do have that switch. Again, the driver controls for all 4 windows. This one has power lock, so the driver or whoever could lock all those doors as needed. Charging, we got tons of charging on this truck. We got 4 USB plugins here up front for charging. We got tons down here. We'll look at this in a little bit, but we got 4 over here. We got 4 in the back, and we also have 1 switch right here that will give you access to Android and Apple Play capability. You do have a HDMI cable here where you could plug in a DVD player if you need to send a feed to the screen. And of course, it's like an auxiliary switch, sending that feed to that screen and playing whatever you have on here. You have your red arc trailer brake system, very easy to control, very small, not out of the way, it's not bulky or anything. Right here is your sub knob. So if you need more bass in your music, you could actually lower the bass or take it off completely. I know a lot of people don't like too much boom boom like they say driving, so that will allow you to cancel that out if needed. Your AC controls here for your main cab. Again, this is the rear, this is the main cab, heat and AC. Trailer brake, this is your air supply for your air brakes for your trailer, and this is the parking brake, air parking brake for the truck itself. There is a light test button here. Again, we mentioned that in a couple of videos for all those who don't know about this light test button. You'll start the vehicle, you'll press that switch. It will give you a countdown, enough time to get out of the vehicle and get ready to walk around the vehicle. Once that countdown activates, all the lights on the truck will be blinking except your backup lights, or your cargo lights, I would say. So you will turn this switch, this cargo light switch on while you're doing that light test button. That light will be on right now. There's 4 of them, 2 on the headache rack and 2 on the back bumper. Those lights will stay on, and then those light test button will turn every other lights on, blink, even on your trailer. So you could walk around the truck and trailer, make sure all your lights are working before you head down the road. Once you're done, you come back in the vehicle, you turn it off, everything will come back to play. Your stereo will go off during that time, so don't panic. It's only because of that light test button. So once that switch is back off, everything will come back to life, your stereo, your vehicle, and everything like that, so you'll be ready to hit the road. When it comes to the Voyager camera system, this is the screen up here. So it's not connected to your Stinger stereo system, but it's connected through a separate screen. Again, you could add additional 3 cameras to the one we already have, so a total of 4 cameras. This level right here is for your air horn. You do have a microphone here for your hands-free calling. On your Stinger stereo sound system, you have XM radio. You also have navigation, Android, and Apple capability. This one, you could add cameras to it as well. So if in case you want to add more cameras to the vehicle, more cameras to your trailer. We already have 4 up here. You could add an additional 4, I think. I think about 4 you could actually add on to this one. But again, I might be wrong, but you could check your manual and you could see how many cameras you could actually add to this stereo system. All the connections will be behind that dash. When it comes to storage, you got a nice storage box in here. You got some cup holders. This does have an LED light as well inside. So once you turn on your vehicle and you're driving and you want to look for something inside here, that will activate once you raise this handle. Once you close it, that light will go off automatically. You got cup holders here and one up here, so you have a total of 5 cup holders in total. Again, when it comes to the seats, the front seats are air ride and heated. You have the option, if you order ahead of time, to change those seats into massage seats, heated and cool seats. So again, you have the option here. Again, the comfort, the feel of these seats are very, very comfortable. Again, that's for me to say and for you to find out. So if in case you're ever in the area or you know a friend that has a Summit hauler, just ask them, hey, can I jump in the front seat or the back seat for a minute? Let me just test it out. Or if in case you guys are passing through Colorado, feel free to stop. We're right off the I-25 heading towards Denver. Or if you're heading up north, we're 30 minutes from Denver heading north. It's a very nice open lot, very friendly staff, so feel free to jump in and be like, hey, I've seen you guys on YouTube or whatever, I want to test drive this truck, or actually sit down in one and kind of fill it out. And I would advise, if you are married, bring your spouse with you, because trust me, your words might not be enough. So bringing your spouse with you will be like, hey, okay, all right, makes sense. You do have armrests on both chairs, both in and out. So on both sides you have armrests, so when you're driving you have that comfort. If in case your passenger needs to relax a little bit more, you could actually tilt that seat all the way back and actually have a nice little rest while driving. And then once you're done, you could bring it back to whatever comfort level you want. And again, it is air ride, so you could actually lift those seats, and look how high those seats go. So if you have tiny legs, you'll be kind of just, you know, shaking your legs a little bit. But again, you can release that air and go down to that comfort level as well. When it comes to those trucks, there is an A and B service. This is what the sheet will look like for the techs. You will come in, they'll put the VIN number, your name, and all that stuff. They will go through a checklist of everything needed to be checked on that A list. It's about a 2-hour service. Again, and there is a B service. I only have one sheet on this. This is 1 out of 2. I must have lost my second sheet, but it is a 4-hour service, and that typically once you go over a certain mileage, again, you will come in, they will check all this out. If anything needs to be done, they will do the recommendations, tell you what needs to be done, and of course, you will approve it or not. And then you will go out from there. So there is an A and B service on all of those trucks. When you just buy it, we already run through the whole truck, so you don't have to worry about anything. But if anything comes up, this truck is warranted. And of course, you call us, you let us know what's going on, or you could contact Freightliner directly. There is Freightliner dealerships all over the United States and Canada, so feel free to ask questions before leaving or after you purchase. We'll be able to answer all of those questions for you. So in the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in today. We have so much awesome inventory coming in, especially our Summit haulers. The way they've been coming in, I want to thank those guys building our conversion out there, Wes and his crew. You guys have done an amazing job working with us. And of course, this unique truck is only going to get better, guys. So look out for all our upgrades coming in 2024 and forward. But again, 2023s, we'll have our first 23 coming in pretty soon. So this is our last of our 2022. So feel free to call us, come and test drive. We got some great finance options you won't find anywhere else, especially in a personal name. We could go far in terms of approval. So I don't want to talk too much about that. This is all about this Freightliner right now. So call us if you guys have any questions. Feel free. You could call myself or Larry Vickers. My personal number is 303-684-3412. Reach out to me, ask any questions I missed on this truck. And of course, if I don't know the answer, I will find it. So thank you guys for tuning in today, and I'll see you guys back here next week. Thank you.